Hey, yo, Trevor, I'm about to head up the 3D All Stars on Nintendo eShop. Wait a minute. Wait, it's 12. No, no, no,
Why are you
no.
guys crying?
Because Nintendo executed Mario last night. It's April 1st, dude.
No,
They just took
no,
away some of the games. What are you on about? It's just
no.
That's bro. No, it's the same thing. They executed him.
no.
No.
It was just 3D All Stars though. You can still get Super Mario Odyssey on those games.
Bro, they also took away Super Mario
No.
35. Bro, that
Not 35.
not
35.
35.
Yeah,
No.
games. But why are you guys crying?
Because Miles, what's up, bro?
Oh shoot. Looks like they're getting rid of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show on Netflix.
No! Nintendo, why?
No, why?
Hey guys, what's up? Today on the Four Swords Podcast, we are talking about something very, very topical that will get Thanos by the end of the month. We are talking about the Super Mario 3D All-Stars Collection. After all the controversy and stuff that happened, and after all died down, we're gonna discuss, do we like it? Like, do we think the price is justified? Is it worth buying in general? And can we recommend it? Okay? So, I'm Trevor Man 5. I'm the man that's cruising on Delfino Island, just chilling with Peach. She better not get kidnapped, or I swear to God. Then we got Luxray Master.
It's your boy Lex Master coming in the cut, y'all. I'm ready for this podcast.
Then we got the sword. Wow, I can't speak, but the sword handler man ourselves, Monado Max.
Still trying to find where Galaxy 2 is in this 3D All Stars collection. I know it's there somewhere.
Yo, it's behind the logo. Okay, that's where it is. And then we've got the voice, the man, the guy who has his girlfriend on his bed hiding under a blanket, Miles per hour.
Hello there, it's me, Miles, and Mario 64 DS is not that bad of a game.
So guys, let me ask you the first question then to get this podcast started. Did you enjoy playing the collection? And who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. Go ahead, bro.
So I actually have really enjoyed playing the collection more because it's a official way to play Galaxy Portable, and it's actually widescreen. So I've enjoyed playing through Mario 64. I haven't really played much of Super Mario Sunshine, to be honest, and that's the one out of all the 3D Mario games that I've never beaten. So I'm hoping to actually beat that later this year. And then Super Mario Galaxy, I have so many good memories of that game. So being able to play that game on the Switch, handheld, like literally in the car, that still kind of mind blows me, since that game was so heavily focused on motion controls, and the fact they somehow made it happen just still mind blows me.
Okay.
Fair.
I like funny thing is like Galaxy is one of my nostalgic ones because I had a Wii. I didn't play Sunshine because I didn't have a GameCube, and 64 was just I didn't know about 64 until I was a teenager, to be honest, so that also eluded me. So, but like Galaxy, like you, Max, Galaxy is my most nostalgic one, so out of this one. But Isaiah, did you enjoy the collection playing it?
Yeah. For me, now for the collection, I enjoyed it, but I'm gonna be honest, like it's I don't know. I think the collection I thought was really fun. Well, that is for Mario Galaxy, because like with Mario Galaxy, it was fun for the beginning, but then later on it got a little more difficult. And I'll be honest with y'all, like I have not played Mario Galaxy 1 before, the first one before, and I've only played the second one growing up. But like I enjoyed it.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, it was awesome. And then Sunshine, y'all. I haven't touched Sunshine in a while. I was taking a long ass break because like that game be hard, y'all.
Okay, Miles, have you been enjoying the collection at all?
Yes. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Mario Galaxy, though, yeah, I got hit with waves of nostalgia when I was playing that. Like, I get goosebumps and I smile every time I play Galaxy. Sunshine is a lot of fun, though. Granted, it was more fun when they updated the game to work with real GameCube controllers. We'll get to that later. Though, brief history on that one. That was during that time frame when I was just getting into being a little more serious with video games, but like I would like play a game for a little bit and then return it to GameStop, and I regret it. I did that with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and I've never forgiven myself because I can't find an official copy of that game that's under $100. And then Mario 64. As I said earlier, 64 DS I think is a really good game, a really good remake. I just know the major problem is the controls, which, I mean, they could have fixed it. They put it in the collection. But 64 is still a fun time, and it's especially, I'm fond of that game for what it is historically for all video games, being like the first real big 3D platformer.
Oh yeah, like a lot of Mario 64, like no matter what people say about it, including me, it is important for like how video games evolved, and you can't take it away from it. Ubisoft told him to use the tank controls, and Paris they're called car controls. He's like, no, I'm gonna use Mario 64 controls. Ubisoft freaked out on him, but he still went with his gut, and he was right for do so because controls that Mario 64 had became the standard. Okay, I can tell you right now that I did enjoy the collection. It was 3 games. 2 of them I have never really played before. I mean, I did have 64 on like the Wii and the Wii U, but like I never really got myself to play it. And Galaxy, like I already played Galaxy. I did play it and I did complete it as Mario, and I was playing as Luigi. But then my brother, who was younger than me, who was 3 years younger than me at the time, thought it would be okay if he tried to copy my save file onto his. What he did though was copy his on the mine, and he was still as Mario. He hadn't beaten the game yet, and so I was utterly pissed when he did that. And I never touched the game until the Switch version, at all. But so far, no matter what controversy this collection has, these are 3 full Mario games that that you will enjoy playing. Yeah, it kind of pains to go back to 64 a little bit, but like they're still fun though, because I played 64. I completed that game 100% fully. It was frustrating. It was great. Galaxy, I'm working on that. I have beaten it, but doing the 100% completion, like I'm still doing a lot of the purple coin missions, and I gotta do Luigi. And Sunshine, I'm almost done beating Sunshine. Almost done. Like I'm just so close.
Please don't 100% that game.
Oh no, I'm going to. But with the blue coins, I'm doing a guide. I'm not going to. I'm doing a guide. I've seen reviews of Sunshine. You need a guide for those blue coins.
It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
legit.
yeah.
You. I don't know. Understand how they would have thought that you would be able to like figure out some of the puzzles for those blue coins without a guide. Like, oh my god. So, next question would be, what was your reasoning for getting the collection in the first place? Like, did you have any sort of special reason, or was it just I just want it? And who wants to go?
It came out near my birthday.
That's a good one.
Yeah, my mom texted me when it was announced. Hey, what do you want for your birthday? Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. It's fate gleaming down on me with a smile.
I mean, would I have gotten it if it wasn't my birthday? Yeah, just not immediately. But like I said, just fates were great. Granted, the mail services were closed when it came to the mail, but I eventually got it.
That's good. You eventually got it.
Yep.
So for me, the reason why I got it is I've always wanted to play Sunshine. And a copy of Sunshine, especially now with the pandemic, all GameCube games have gone insane value. Like, the value of some of those GameCube games are ridiculous right now. But Sunshine was well over $60 now. So with the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, that was one game that was with it. And of course, Galaxy, as I said, Galaxy is a very nostalgic game for me. And the fact that it is officially portable now, that also just mind blew me as a kid.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and like the fact, like if I told myself as a kid that in a couple more years, Max, you would be able to play Mario Galaxy portable in your car, me as a kid would never believe that. So it's
Does
like,
anyone remember? I'm sorry.
okay.
Does anyone remember that one rumor Mario Galaxy DS?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I
That
do.
that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is
Yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
played most of Galaxy in handheld mode. Like on Christmas Day, like I was just playing it downstairs in handheld mode most of the damn day. And it was just fun because like with a lot of the touchscreen aspects, it really is implemented well, at least in my opinion. So
Yeah.
it makes a lot of that stuff very like easier than having to use the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons like to reset a little bit and it gets stuck.
Yeah, and the fact that, like, you know, if we look at the prices for Galaxy or Sunshine, it just made sense to go with 3D All Star since it came with 3 games: 64, Sunshine, Galaxy. Pretty much now on the Switch we have every 3D Mario game except Galaxy 2 and 3D
Yeah.
Land.
Uh,
But
I'm
yeah,
sure they'll put that on there.
that was my reasoning for getting it. So yeah.
Okay, so Lux, what was your reasoning for getting the collection?
My reasoning was when I was the reason why because when I watched like the Mario 35 and 35th anniversary and like there was like a direct on it and I saw the trailer for it. I was like, yo, this is clean. Now I can finally play Mario Galaxy in Sunshine and I didn't care too much for Mario 64, but like I was at least excited to get my hands on it and play it at least once.
yeah, that March 31st.
The first deadline.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Doomsday.
Yep. Well, my reasoning, and Matt, I swear to God, we're the same person on this. My reasoning for getting the collection was because of Sunshine.
Yeah.
Was because like I've heard so much about it, and I like beaches, warm weather, and so a Mario game taking place like in beachy, warm weather climate is like a match made in heaven for me. And I never had a GameCube as a kid. I had a PS2, so it's just like I mostly played my Game Boy. But like I never got to experience it, and it looks so fun to me. And it's spoilers, it is fun to me. So like I just had to get it, especially because of that whole you want to get on the original GameCube, you gotta pay like $60+. And for most of those like prices, you're not even getting the case. You're just getting the disc. It's just the disc, not even an actual game case, which is stupid. So I'm like, no. And like, also because when you think about it, you're getting 3 games on a system you probably already own for $60 instead of having to pay like what 60 for just Sunshine alone, like, and then add the other costs for the other games. And if you don't have the systems, you gotta buy the systems. You gotta probably buy some mods for those systems if you want to play on a current like LCD like flat screen TV that doesn't have composite anymore, just component or just HDMI. Like the cost, it just keeps getting more and more costly. So you might as well just like shelter out the 60 for the 3 games and play it on your Switch.
Yeah.
Not to mention, shit's portable too. And like the fact that they added widescreen support to Mario Sunshine was just yes. Why not 64? I don't get it.
Yeah, that is so weird that Super Mario 64 does not have widescreen, because all of
Yeah.
these emulations have widescreen. So I'm not a game developer. But I would think that since you already put it in Sunshine, I would have thought it would be pretty easy to go to the 64 and do widescreen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I know it's easy in Galaxy, because Galaxy already had had a widescreen.
Yeah.
Or had a widescreen feature. But like 64, hey, at least 64 got updated, like, you know, textures and stuff at least. Instead, it doesn't look like a groggy 64 emulator.
I feel like if like people doing this for their free time can do it, Nintendo should be more than capable of it.
Yeah.
But like I think we all know now that they're not even I think they're using emulators for these games, which is interesting.
Yeah, but except for Galaxy, I believe like isn't fully an emulator. I think part of it's actually being ran on the Switch itself. Like it's an actual like half a port, half emulated. Like if I remember correctly.
It's interesting.
So that is very interesting. But
Mm-hmm.
like also it's funny because they did patch the game to give it GameCube controller support specifically for Sunshine, but they couldn't give widescreen support for 64. It's like y'all could do that, but not the widescreen for 64. That's interesting.
Which, by the way, to add on to what you're saying, they didn't do the GameCube support till like almost 2 months later of the release of 3D All Stars, which is interesting.
Not to mention though too that like I've used GameCube controller on Sunshine on that, And the A and B buttons, I swear to God, are swapped because it's like, oh, you need to press A in order to talk to someone. I do that, it makes me jump. I gotta press B to talk to someone.
Yeah, what's
like,
going on with that? That's so strange.
That is
like, the
strange.
hell? What a shame.
Right.
What a shame
Mhm.
indeed.
Also, I want to touch on it real quick. If anyone else remembers that the title screen, the Get Star jingle is from Mario Galaxy 2. Now,
Are we gonna talk about this,
Yeah.
this big elephant in the room?
This is
Well,
why.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the second elephant in the room. The first one's the price, but we'll get to that in a moment.
oh yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Let's just touch on that real quick. It's like, because a lot of people didn't get the collection because it lacked Galaxy 2.
Which
And
is
it's just-
so weird.
It is.
I have theories as to why, and unfortunately they were disproven. I was thinking maybe they were gonna somehow market Super Mario Galaxy 2 with Super Mario 3D World as like, hey, if you pre-order this and have the 3D All Stars collection, then you get Super Mario Galaxy 2 as like a free download or something. But because like it doesn't make sense. The music, or just one of the tracks, is in the Galaxy menu, and it's just
Doesn't the main menu itself.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so odd.
It makes
Like,
me
why do
wonder.
that?
It makes me wonder. Was Galaxy 2 somehow planned and it got scrapped for some reason? I
Probably
don't know.
because of COVID.
But
Maybe.
that's so weird. Like, I'd say just push it back. But I guess they had to get this game out there. So, you know what? Like, I had this theory of myself before the game came out, where maybe they're hiding Galaxy 2. Like, for each game you beat, you get a subsequent game. For example, if you beat 64, you unlock 64 DS. If you beat Sunshine, you unlock Luigi's Mansion. And if you beat Galaxy, you get Galaxy 2, which would justify that $60 price tag. But no, I guess because they would want to market something like that, and I guess that sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that to go back to the Galaxy 2 part. It's weird that in the Super Mario 35th Anniversary Direct, when they did a whole montage of all the Super Mario games, I think they brought up 3D Land, but they did not even show Galaxy 2. Like they want us to forget this, and I don't understand why.
The thing is, like, my theory was after it was proven that Galaxy 2 is nowhere in the files. I'm like, watch. After March 31st, they're going to re-release the game separately, and then they're going to bring Galaxy 2 as a separate game, as a separate re-release.
That would be something.
That would be Nintendo.
Yeah.
$60.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
they're already like cutting the lifeline of this game at the end of the month, because Nintendo thinks their games are too valuable to like let a collection like this stay for long. Even though for the Wii, after they released the Mario 25th Anniversary Collection, they re-released it without the CD under the Wii Selects thing. I don't like. It's still the fucking Nintendo, and it's like, I'm like, guys, your game, like, you should keep this on like going. People will buy this. So the next question, though, guys, is: do you think it's still worth $60, or should have been at a lower price?
Okay.
I got two answers for this one.
How about Miles? How about you go first? Since you seem like you've got your answer already, like, you know.
All right. So the short answer is no, but the long answer is I could understand why it's $60, because when you think about it, $60 is a heck of a deal. Because there's no way you could find 64 Sunshine and Galaxy nowadays for $20 each.
Oh,
That's a
God.
fact. However, when you compare this collection to the other platformer collections, like, let's say, Crash and Insane Trilogy, well, that was, those were $40, right?
And those were technically remakes with like brand new
Yes,
revamped graphics and stuff.
So yeah, not only
And revamped
only
pieces too.
did you get 3 games, they were remade. So, like, by all means, those games should be $60. But, you know, since they're older games still, by heart, you know, they weren't the full price.
Legit.
And I can't find any other way besides the $20 things justifiable. Like said, if they had 6 games in here, then I could understand, you know, 6 for $10, that's a good deal. But 3 for 20, and the thing is, like, 64 and Sunshine, and I guess Galaxy 2. Unfortunately, you can find a lot of those games emulated, and, you know, 64 also has DS. So it's hard to justify $60. Like at most, I would say this game collection would be $50, but
Yeah.
60, that's too much.
Yeah, paying full price is just. Yeah,
Like if the Crash Insane Trilogy and Spyro Reignited Trilogy didn't exist, I have seen a different tune.
Yeah. Also, like, isn't the collection of mana like $40 or something, like $30 too?
Yeah.
Like,
Something like that.
and didn't that bring in Secret of Mana, which was like never was it like translated or brought to the West but it brought it to the first time?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's an unfortunate situation. So I'm not defending the price. I want to make sure everyone is on board that I'm not defending it, but it's a very unfortunate situation that unfortunately the fans of Nintendo have put. And the reason why I say that is because anytime Nintendo brings out a $60 game, all their games are $60, and there's a reason for that. Every time, when people controverse over it, they still end up buying the game. It's a similar situation with Pokemon. You know,
Yeah.
I always joke
yeah.
about how
Yeah.
the Pokemon fans are like, we're quitting Pokemon, and then literally they've said that the 8th time this month that they're quitting. And
yeah, they're still gonna get the Diamond and Pearl remake.
and I bring Skyward Sword HD for it's a really unfortunate situation that Nintendo has decided to continue putting out these $60 games because they keep selling ridiculously well. Like all these companies that do Crash Bandicoot 40, I believe the reason why they did that is because they wanted to make sure that this game will be successful since Crash hasn't been out for a bit, and they wanted to make sure you're getting a very, very good deal. And you bring out the collection of mana, if you look at the sales numbers of that, it brings nowhere near 3D All-Stars or Tropical Freeze for the Switch. The fact that these games sell so well is why Nintendo keeps doing these $60 price tags, and it generally, honestly, it sucks to be put in this situation because obviously Skyward Sword HD is going to sell well because it's already number 2 on Amazon right now. And when it was announced.
But you can get it for $20 on the Wii U eShop.
Man.
The complaints are very justifiable. I want to make sure people realize I am not defending it. It's just, unfortunately, the fans need to vote with their wallet, is what I would call it. And they've not been voting with their wallet. They're acting like the Pokemon community, complaining but still buying it. And
Mario just sells too well.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the thing is, Nintendo always just markets Mario and Zelda and not the little ones.
In terms of the 3D All-Stars, is it worth it? For me, it was. The reason why I say it was worth it, I talked about Sunshine, and Miles brings up a very good point. If you were to buy all these games, it's going to add up way over $60. So to have a collection with all 3 is very worth it. Now, if you're a game collector and you already own these games, individually, I wouldn't say the $60 price tag is worth it because the only significant thing is it's widescreen and the games look just a little bit better. And
they're in HD.
Yeah, HD. And for me, it was worth it just for having all these games portable. I owned 64 on a virtual console, but I didn't own Sunshine, and that was the main reason why I thought it was worth it since the pandemic has made Sunshine a $75 game, which I cannot believe that game is $75, and it continues to go up. I just want to say, and but yeah, for me it was worth $60. Should it have been at a lower price? I agree. It should have been at a lower price, but at the same time, people keep buying the $60 games from Nintendo, and that's why these games still continue to be $60. Is because unfortunately people complain but actually end up still buying this stuff, and it's such an unfortunate situation that Nintendo is going to continue doing this because people are keeping to buy all this stuff.
What else is unfortunate is, like said, with scalpers, this game is not going to be $60, but it's going to reach the 80s, they're going to reach the hundreds, 200s, all because of this of the limited time release.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It really is.
Yeah. Well, to touch the 2 things. One, the Skyward Sword thing. I knew that was gonna be 60, then I pre-ordered it because even though I have Skyward Sword for Wii, the controls for the Switch are gonna be worth it for me just entirely because I don't have to fucking waggle my Wii remote around trying to be like, Link, no, down, no, right, left. Yeah, no, the control difference is gonna be worth it for me. Also, I think we all can agree that Wii games in HD look fucking beautiful and fantastic. So, that?
Beautiful.
Oh,
Wait,
and,
My whole point is like if they could separately release Super Mario Galaxy 2 and just do nothing to it, and they're gonna price it 60, and people are still gonna buy it. Is my whole point with
I'm not
that.
buying
Please
it now.
don't.
I have it for
I know-
I have it for a week.
We say we're not gonna buy it, but there's still gonna be a lot of people that end up buying it for $60, and that's why we're
I know.
in this situation of Nintendo pricing or. Actually, people say it's devaluing if Nintendo lowers their games. No, it's called overvaluing.
No.
It's why Nintendo is overvaluing their games because
Yeah.
people are buying these $60 price tags. People need to start voting with their wallet if they want to complain about these prices.
Yeah, if they do that and it's $60, I'm like, screw that. 20 to 30, I can deal with, but 60, nah, I will just play it on my Wii at that point. It's not worth it.
Exactly.
The point was, like, I did buy a second copy of it for my birthday, and, like, I'm not planning on selling it, like, right after, but, like, since I know its value is going to be high, I'll sell it on, like, a rainy day when I need to. Because that's really all it is for, like, when I need the cash for it or whatever. But, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's April 1st, time to put it on eBay at $100. Like, no, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait, leave it in its protective case that I bought for it, and just wait until, like, I need it, if I ever need to sell it.
now with me, I honestly think like, you know, I'm kind of feeling in between. I understood some of the points that y'all have made. I'm a bit in between because like, well, more leaning to like saying like, well, I am, you know, well, I did think it was worth it, but at the same time, I don't think the price should be like that because like the reason why I think it's worth it is because, you know, it's at least better to get the games while it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like you get it while it's, you know, it's out there, because you know damn well like if this was to be a limited release was to happen like early, like y'all people would have to go to eBay or Amazon, all that, and have to go get and just get all of the expensive shit, get expensive like games, like basically at that point. But like, you know, yeah, that's why I'm just like at that point it's just worth it. It's worth it for that. And like the reason why I don't think the price shouldn't be for $60, I would say probably at best I'll probably either say 40 or 50. 40 or 50. Like I agree with Max with the whole thing of blow with your wallet at that point, definitely.
Yeah.
Because that's the definite thing. And you know, that's gonna be an ongoing thing. People are still gonna do if they see more games like this that are like ports and whatnot. They're still gonna do it unless people, you know, try to vote more with their wallets to like they'll probably make a change with the prices and whatnot.
Yeah.
Which I probably won't even see for like another, you know, century or so, or something like that. I don't know, something crazy, because you know Nintendo ain't gonna change after a while with this. But like, anyways, like it's like I said, like, you know, I do think it's worth it, especially for like your one. It's like when I first saw the trailer for that game, that was like that's my first opportunity. That's my opportunity to get it. And you know, and like I said, on the other hand, it's like it's not. I do agree it should be a lower price for it.
Yeah.
So, for me, no, I don't think it's worth 60. Especially like, yes, these are 3 fantastic Mario games in one collection, but Nintendo barely put that much effort into them. Most of them are emulated, except for Galaxy. It's kind of like half emulated, half actually running off of the Switch itself. But the menus is bare bones. The music player is kind of bare bones and stuff too. Then literally the menu of the game is just like, it just tells you like a little blurb of the game, and then it gives you like language options.
Yeah.
Like I think like if anything, the Crash and Spyro remakes are worth 60 more than fucking the 3D All Stars collection, because those are remade games with redone graphics,
Yeah.
remade music, redone controls to fit a modern control scheme. It took Nintendo like 2 months just to make Mario Sunshine compatible with a game controller. The collection's worth 40, if anything.
Yeah.
Like they barely did anything worth it. I mean, like if you're gonna charge 60, you might as well put some more effort into it. Like for example, Mario 64, you should clean that up some more and make it look better, like widescreen, like clean up the models a little more. Or, you know, Nintendo, you could have done this. Just port the DS version, because that has better models. And it's just, and like also it gets rid of some of the more annoying parts of the game too, and like even adds a couple more stars too. But they're like, but it's very, the stars they added are very like welcome. They aren't just blatant padding, from what I remember. But still, like Nintendo barely put effort into this. So like I like it's like 50 at the max, like 20 at the minimum. But like 40 is a nice sweet spot. I think it should have been, not 60. But we all know Nintendo and how they view their IPs and their games as so valuable that one, they rarely put it on sale, and two, if it is a collection, it's the shit like this. But last time I checked, this isn't anything like the Kirby Collection. The Kirby Collection I think was like $20, like $40, but that came with a physical CD. And that came with a whole litany of stuff, like fun facts about the year the Kirby games were released and stuff, like a nice menu, like a nice animated intro too.
That was undercharged.
That was undercharged. Like it
Yeah.
came with a lot more stuff, and it was undercharged. It wasn't 60. It was like 20 to 40, and that was a limited release. But that's because it did actually have a CD with it though too. It had a physical goodie with it, so that's understandable. If they release these games after the very first as like full price like games individually on the eShop, I'm gonna be pissed, especially because they did that and then they released Mario Galaxy 2. I'm gonna be pissed because now I'm not paying $6 for Mario Galaxy 2, and I'm glad I don't have to pay 60 for any of these games because I've got the physical copy. But still, I'm gonna be pissed for people who missed out, couldn't get it, and now I have to pay 60. Yeah, you don't have to get all 3 games now. If you want to skip 64 and go straight to like Sunshine Galaxy, yeah, it's great, but $60 is just like, nah. If anything, make it 20, because then I'll just rebuy Sunshine again. I don't give a shit. Sunshine, leave me alone.
I feel like what Nintendo will do there, like they're not going to talk about re-releasing these games for a couple months, but then they're not going to release them physically, but they'll do a digital release. But what what they'll do, that way they don't get people mad that they bought 3D All Stars early, or those that just didn't get a chance to wait longer, because I know some people don't like buying their games on day one. They want to wait. They want to make sure they got the right money saved up for it, because I know a lot of people kind of impulse buyed this game since, well, the way it was advertised, it looked like there was not going to be many copies of this game, and you know it was going away March 31st. Pre-orders were selling out, and the way Nintendo marketed this thing, it was like it's going to be a very rare item. And now, if you go to Best Buy or GameStop, it's like so many copies of that game.
Oh yeah.
But what I think they're actually going to do is they're actually going to release all 3 of the games separately digitally, $30 each. That they won't do 20 just because if they did it $20 each digitally only, I feel like that would cause a riot just because people paid $60 for the whole collection. If Nintendo wants to make it look like people got their money worth on buying it day one, the $60, because if you add it all up, that would be $90 to get all 3 of the games digitally.
Next question is, do you think this is the best way to play these games compared to alternatives like buying original copies secondhand off of eBay or emulation?
Yes, I do. Especially if for those, the way I look at the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, I look at that as passing on to the next generation of Nintendo fans. Yes. These Nintendo fans, obviously the newer ones, didn't get a chance to play these classic games, and I feel like this collection is the best way to play all of them because it's all in one place. It's on the Switch, the current Nintendo console. It's all in one cartridge, digital, whatever you buy it on. There's widescreen for both Galaxy and Sunshine. The 64 doesn't, unfortunately, but it's whatever. I feel like this is the best way instead of buying the original copies, just because it's passing the torch to the newer fans of Nintendo.
Now, so I think now for this, I do agree with Max's point, and and like I said before, like I feel like this is like an easier way, especially if you play on a Switch and you have a Switch and all that, and like, but I can also see how some people out there who are on a computer 90% of the time, like they can use emulators too. It might be easier for them, but I guess it's kind of like but then I know it's kind of complicated to really think about, because like if you're a person that has like a PC and that can emulate and also has a Switch, you can really do whatever you want. You can literally either do it emulated or you can just do it with the Switch. Literally, you have two options really. But like it's kind of like, you know, depends on the person really with that. But for me, I just think it's the Switch. If you don't really do emulators, or if you don't really trust eBay that much, really, because you know, then the Switch is, in my opinion, is the way to go.
Miles, what are your
Yes, I do think that this is the best way to play these games in a modern age. Because, like I said, what Max said, this is a new way to get this new generation of Nintendo fans to play these games. And some people just don't realize that, like, the Switch has such a large install base, and you know, not the average person doesn't know how to emulate some games. The average person might just not have a powerful PC, and you know, I know some people might be thinking, well, it's just Mario 64. I'm sure it can handle, it can run on like the average laptop. Yeah, sure, but like some people just don't have the time for that either.
I agree. I agree.
A random Joe Schmo might just want to simply sit down, play his Mario 64 back when he was a kid, with no strings attached, no nothing. So this is definitely the simplest way, and like I said, the relatively cheapest way. Of course, emulators are free, but when we're talking official stuff, this is the cheapest way to do it. So I see no problems with that at all. Like, this is a good collection, especially for those who want to play these games back when they were young. They want to experience these games again.
Like, no, I definitely agree with that too. Like for me though, like in terms of secondhand, like buying off secondhand, yeah, like definitely this is better because like if you're buying off secondhand, you're not only paying like what the most expensive game out of this collection would be Sunshine as of right now, because it is technically the black sheep out of the three. So like a lot of people didn't enjoy that much and shit, and like even for a disc-based copy alone with no case or anything, it's like 60,
Oof.
which is not good. But like, not to mention, if you're buying all three games, you also gotta buy the hardware if you don't have it. So you gotta buy like an N64, or like if you're getting it off the Wii U Virtual Console, then you have a Wii U, and then you have like a Wii coverage too. But if you don't have a GameCube, then it's like, oh shit, you can either get a GameCube, or you can get a GameCube backwards compatible Wii. But like at that point you have two Wii systems, so you might as well get a GameCube. But if you get a GameCube, you're gonna probably have to mod that thing, get like the Eon, like the Eon DC like Mark II, whatever, to at least make it compatible with your HDTV. And at that point, you're gonna have to get one of the first model GameCubes, not the later models like I got that doesn't have the digital AV port. So it's a hassle just to like try to get everything to play properly on modern TVs and just get everything. So like that case, yes. And also that's the legal case too. Because if you're going the not so legal case, then emulation is the better case, because like emulation, like you can get stuff where you can play Mario Sunshine at like 60 at like 4K whatever and stuff, and like have like nice little mods and stuff just to clean off the text or whatever. You can like, you got the Mario 64 PC port where it like has widescreen and everything and it looks nice. Hell, you can emulate the DS games too. Probably get like some nice HQ, like high HD texture packs on those just to make them look better too. And then Galaxy is just, okay, we don't need to touch Galaxy. Galaxy already looks amazing as it is, so it's just like, just emulate it at 1080p 4K with like at 60 frames, you're good. Okay, just mwah. But yeah, I think it is, because like, unless you're a stickler, and I mean a stickler for original hardware, like this is the best you're gonna get. This is the best you're gonna get that you can legally obtain and buy, instead of just pirating ROMs and stuff. But like legit, though, I think this is like the best that you can get, even though it is 60. This is the best way to play these games so far, until Nintendo probably does release all three of them separately, digitally only. But still, yeah. So I think we all agree. Like, at least legal-wise, this is the best way to play these games. Like, you got HD, you got some updated textures. For Sunshine, you got widescreen. For Galaxy, you have Galaxy and the amazing soundtrack. It didn't need any touch updates besides, you know, fixing the Wii remote problems. And then 64 is just, it's 64. It's good, I guess. But but yeah, so it is definitely the best way. And now, the final question with all the controversy settling down since it is getting near the end of March and these games will be taken away soon, can you recommend to buy these games before they disappear at the end of March, despite any criticism you may have of it and how Nintendo handled these games?
I'll go first. So, this is the short answer I have to this. Yes, unless somehow if you're a game collector and you own all 3 of these games already individually, I don't think it's really worth it if you already own these games on like the Wii, N64, all that, because like the only new thing is the widescreen, HD, all of that, and then obviously you get the soundtracks. I don't think there's enough there to be justifying the 60 for those who already own them, unless obviously you really want to play these on the Switch and portable, all that good stuff. But for those who don't have it, I would recommend it just because that's the new generation of Nintendo.
So I would say, honestly, y'all, like, I would just say, I would definitely say just go ahead, go for it before this is taken away, because as the many points as the points I've made for why it is worth it. At least you'll have something you get your hands on for a little bit, because I know at least you can have something to get your hands on if you don't care about any of these other games coming out. If you don't care about any of the games they got coming out right now or anything like that, and you just want to play a Mario game, I think this would be something you would want to invest in and try to get as soon as possible, as before this goes off, because if I'm being really honest about that.
This game is a Switch must-have if you have not played any 3 of the games. Otherwise, don't bother. Like, especially if you have all 3 of the games physically or digitally with the Wii U, then I'd say skip it. But yeah, like, really, that's it. Cause it's limited time, and like it's cool to have something that had a limited run anyway. So, like I said, if you don't own all 3 of the games, then I say go for it. And like Max said, even though the $60 is a bit crazy, a little ludicrous, it's something.
Honestly, y'all basically said what I was going to say too. Yes, I can recommend it despite the $60 price tag. Again, unless you already own all 3 games, then or can operate an emulator to where it doesn't, lag, like stutter or anything like that, then yeah, I think so. Because you got the handheld feature of it, but also you've got the return of Mario Sunshine 2, which has never seen a port of any kind until this collection. 18 years stuck on the GameCube, and now people can experience it and decide whether is it a bad game, is it a good game? Well, we're gonna find out. But it's just the fact that these games actually, despite all the negatives we said, did have some effort put into them instead of just straight copy and paste ROM ports onto the Switch. Like with Mario 64, it was up-res, and you had a lot of redone sprites and textures and stuff to make it look nice. Mario Sunshine, you had the 16:9 widescreen support and stuff too, and just GameCube games just look fucking amazing. But then you got Galaxy, who the only really tweaking you needed was to find a way to control it without the Wii remote, which that was really it, because Galaxy was upscales and was already widescreen and upscales perfectly. So I don't think you wouldn't be missing out if you didn't buy these games. I think you would be in some sense. Though, if we're alright though, Nintendo probably will release these games separately. Later on down the line, but they'll, like Matt said, they'll probably be $30, so the people who bought the collection feel like they got a nice little deal on it. But yeah, despite the controversy and all the negatives we have, I think I have to agree with everyone. These are definitely worth it, unless you already own all 3 games. Then you're fine. Okay then. Well, guys, thank you for joining us today on this podcast and discussing Mario in just Why we love Mario, why we hate Mario, why we love Nintendo, why we hate Nintendo. It's just, it's a roller coaster with this company. You love them, and then they do something stupid, and then you hate them, and then they bring out like another game or whatever, Smash character, and you love them again.
Yeah, that's how they get you. They tell you they bring up this big announcement, but there's always a one big catch, y'all. Y'all got I tell you, I've been telling telling people this for years. Like there'll always be a catch. There'll always be something there that they're gonna give you, and there'll be a catch.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy the podcast this time. We're gonna do the sign off now. I've been TrevorMan5, and I'm just gonna take a pina colada with my sunshine shirt and just chill on the beaches of Delfino Island. Hope you all have a wonderful day. We're gonna kick it off to everyone else who wants to sign off now.
All right, so I know Super Mario Galaxy 2 is in 3D All Stars. I'm not in denial on it. I know it's in there. I know Super Mario Galaxy 2 is in there somehow.
Check behind the logo. It's behind the logo.
I'm gonna cut out the logo tonight, and I'm gonna find out that Super Mario Galaxy
There's the
2.
cartridge right there.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like Super Mario Galaxy 3 coming soon.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be an announcement?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
If only someone just cut out the logo.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and just continue playing Bowser's Fury because I enjoyed that a lot more than what I've been messing with 3D All Stars. I kind of felt the face up here for that game, but y'all know what to do.
All I gotta say is, bring back Wario Land, you cowards! That's what we need! Wario Land!
No, not Wario Land. WarioWare, okay? I want to pick Wario's nose. God damn it.
Both.